This is Ashes of the Singularity running on an Intel Core i7-2600 with 16 gigs of RAM and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780 video card. Currently it's running, I think they called this standard setting, so it's kind of in the middle. There's some stuff high, some stuff low. There's not a whole lot of, I guess that one is. There's not a whole lot of medium settings here. It's kind of weird. But this is a cool benchmark game. For those not familiar with this game, my recommendation would be get familiar with it. This is one of the coolest games out there. And these kind of games are great for entertainment because unlike a first-person shooter, every time you play, it's kind of a little bit different experience, even on the same map. This is actually pretty good. It's running at, it looks like 20, 25 frames a second, which seems slow to people used to a lot of other games, but for this type of game, stuff looks fine at that kind of frame rate. I believe this is actually a map that I'm not supposed to be able to play on anything less than a 6-core. This is a save game file I created on a much more powerful computer on like a $2,000 gaming desktop. So normally, I think when you do that and you import the map like that, or you just drop the save file on, I think it bypasses the game's check of whether or not you have the proper hardware to run it. So this is actually pretty good for what this is doing. This game has the unique ability to bring any set of hardware to its knees. There is no computer out there that can infinitely max this. It doesn't matter how much you spend or what you buy. The thing with this game is there's no unit count limit. So if you have a more powerful computer, all it'll do is just make more and more and more units until it overwhelms your computer, no matter what you do. Every single time I've thrown this at something more powerful, that's been my experience with it. I could probably kill. I've checked before. You can kill a lot of these settings, and it actually doesn't affect visually that much. But you do get quite a bit of a frame rate bump. But it's running okay for now, so I'll just leave it. But you can definitely get a frame rate boost by turning some of these settings down.
Enemy dreadnought. Dreadnought launch initiated. Enemy dreadnought detected. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought increased. Enemy dreadnought detected. Power capacity increased. Enemy dreadnought upgrades available. Dreadnought lost. Dreadnought lost. Enemy dreadnought lost. Power capacity increased. Enemy dreadnought lost. Dreadnought upgrades available. Power dreadnought lost. Enemy dreadnought. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Dreadnought lost. Dreadnought launch initiated. Power capacity increased. Enemy dreadnought launch initiated. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Power dreadnought launch initiated. Available. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Enemy dreadnought lost. Power capacity increased. Power dreadnought power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Enemy dreadnought detected. Dreadnought launch initiated. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought lost. Dreadnought taking damage. Dreadnought reporting. Dreadnought lost. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Dreadnought lost. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought enemy dreadnought. Power capacity dreadnought lost. Dreadnought upgrades available. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought launch enemy dreadnought. Enemy dreadnought. Enemy dreadnought. Dreadnought lost. Enemy dreadnought. Dreadnought lost. Power capacity increased. Enemy dreadnought upgrades available. Enemy dreadnought destroyed. Power capacity increased. Dreadnought upgrades available. Enemy dreadnought. Enemy dreadnought destroyed. Dreadnought lost. Enemy dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought launch initiated. Enemy dreadnought detected. Dreadnought launch initiated. Dreadnought lost. Enemy dreadnought detected. Dreadnought lost. Power capacity increased. Power capacity. Enemy dreadnought destroyed. Dreadnought lost. Power capacity.
Okay, so that should be enough of this. Should give everybody a pretty good idea of what to expect if you're trying to play Ashes of the Singularity on a mid-range machine. I've tested it on lower-end systems than this, but ideally, this is probably the lowest-end system you really want to play it on. This particular game has an unfortunately, or fortunate for some of us, kind of high cost of entry, just in so much as it's a machine that requires a lot of performance to actually be able to run it anywhere close to the way it's meant to be run. But I hope everybody finds this informative, and thanks for watching the video.